Open any retail app and you're immediately pushed into a maze of notifications. A midnight flash sale, a clearance event, a holiday spectacular. Whether it's a digital storefront or a physical mall, the messaging is identical. Every day is an end-of-season emergency, even on a quiet Tuesday in the middle of October. When an item is perpetually marked down, the baseline price becomes impossible to find. If the discount tag never leaves the box, we have to ask if a true retail price even exists. These promotions rarely signal a legitimate need to move old inventory. Instead, they follow a set of mathematical rules designed to steer human decision-making away from logic. This environment redefines the relationship between the store and the buyer, turning the shopping experience into a precise behavioral experiment where the consumer is the primary subject. To understand why this experiment is so effective, we have to look past the storefront and examine the biological reaction that occurs when you part with money. Neuroscience identifies a specific region of the brain called the insula. Its evolutionary function is to register physical pain, alerting us to external threats. Evaluating a full-priced item illuminates the insula, triggering the exact same neural pathways as a physical injury. But when a massive discount is introduced, that pain center deactivates. The reward pathways light up instead, flooding the brain with dopamine. The chemical prioritization of the hunt takes precedence over the actual practical utility of the item being purchased. To keep that dopamine loop running, retailers exploit specific cognitive shortcuts that start the moment a price is displayed. This is the anchoring effect. The brain locks on to the original inflated price as the sole benchmark for value. Instead of evaluating the actual $30 cost, focus shifts to the $70 difference, categorizing it as a mathematical gain rather than an expenditure. Once the value is anchored, retailers apply a second mechanism to prevent a logical cooling-off period: artificial scarcity. Countdown timers and low stock warnings bypass the brain's reasoning centers, inducing a state of immediate panic. This combination of perceived gain and time-sensitive pressure forces an immediate decision, driven by the desire to avoid the future pain of missing out. Usually, making a luxury or unnecessary purchase creates a baseline level of psychological guilt. A steep discount resolves that tension. It changes the buyer's self-perception, reframing a reckless spend as the work of a resourceful strategist. Retail interfaces are built to amplify this. Flashy "you saved" summaries are designed to flatter the user's ego, making them feel as though they have successfully outmaneuvered the system. The ultimate product of the flash sale is the temporary, validating identity of a smart shopper. We have to look at the corporate logic behind these events. Billion-dollar retailers do not sacrifice profit margins as an act of goodwill toward the consumer. This graph maps a foundational retail strategy called high-low pricing. The initial price is a fabricated metric, set high specifically so the eventual reduction looks appealing. When we adjust the graph, it becomes clear that the sale price was the intended retail value all along. It matches the company's required profit margin baseline perfectly. The system didn't lose money. It successfully used a manufactured anchor to ensure you paid the target price. Breaking this cycle requires a simple behavioral shift. Implement a 24-hour waiting period to let the dopamine response fade. Because these sales are cyclical, missing one simply means another identically structured event will follow shortly. True financial control comes from recognizing that in an environment of infinite discounts, the only way to win the game is to walk away.